Hey guys, it's AJ here at Willow Creek Whitetails, and welcome to our second YouTube video. In this video, we're going to be showing you a few of the encounters we had with our big hitless bucks this year. The first clip you'll be seeing is an encounter with a buck we call Aggressor. We first had trail camera pics of this buck in late September. We actually saw those trail camera pics when we were looking for a buck that I arrowed on opening day. We didn't recover that buck, but he also didn't die, as you're going to be seeing later on in this video. My first encounter with Aggressor, which we did not get on video, came in a late October cold front. Temperatures had dropped about 15 degrees, so I got out and I sat our big open bottom. He came in about 250 yards away to my north. I let out a grunt and he did turn and started walking towards me. He never did make it all the way to me that night. I had a lot of action though, but he never showed back up. My second encounter with Aggressor, which I did get on film, was in that same bottom. He came in the same exact way he did the first time, but this time there was a yearling buck down in the bottom chasing a few does around. He came in kind of cautiously, but after he saw those deer, he came right in and he started smelling around, posturing up that little buck, and he wanted to know if any of those does were hot. As you'll see in the video, he did some pretty cool behavior, chased that doe around a little bit. It was pretty cool to watch, and I was very excited. I thought I was going to get a shot opportunity. He never came closer than 80 yards that night, but I was still very happy to see him. My third encounter with Aggressor came on November 12th. I was coming out from school and coming up the gravel road to our land. I saw him to my left. I sent a video to my friends, and in that video, he turned and ran back towards our property. I hurried out to the tree stand, and when I got out there, climbing up the ladder, I heard some movement to my left. I hurried up the ladder, got in my tree stand, and just as I got in, Aggressor chased the doe right under my stand. I couldn't get him to stop, had no shot, didn't have the camera ready. He just popped up right when I got in. In this clip, you see Aggressor. He's accompanied by two other deer. One of those deer is Tripod. Tripod is a buck that we've seen tons of times this year. We've had tons of opportunities to shoot this buck, but we're passing him so that he can get to be mature. If you want to see some better footage of Tripod, go check out our first video. We got some really cool footage of him chasing a doe around. The other buck in this video is a buck that we had pictures of in the summer. He kind of disappeared on us, had no encounters through the fall, but he popped back up this day. He was kind of surprised to be seen that day. We haven't seen him since, haven't had trail cam pictures. He just kind of showed up this day, and that was it. The second buck on the hit list was the Big 8. I was able to get a shot at this buck on opening day of bow season. I didn't capitalize on this opportunity and I made a bad shot. Luckily, it turned out to not be a fatal shot. After spending 3 days looking for this deer, all I found was 5 yards of blood. When I was looking for this buck is when we checked the trail cameras and actually saw the first pictures of the buck we call Aggressor. This is the only video we got of the Big 8. He's about 400 yards away in this video, and as you can tell, I had a little bit of buck fever and I let out a grunt. He did hear it, but he decided not to walk all the way across the valley to give me a shot. Later, I did have an encounter with him at 40 yards. I decided not to take the shot as I had already put one arrow through this buck and I didn't want to do a second one that didn't kill him. That was the last encounter we had with that buck. Opening weekend of rifle season came in Wisconsin and colder temperatures had me keeping my camera inside. Sunday morning rolled around and I saw Aggressor skylined on a ridge. I decided not to take the shot that morning. Friday came and I got out in the stand pretty early. It was a pretty slow afternoon until about 3:30 when I saw my first deer. A little later, around 4 o'clock, I had a doe step through an opening about 200 yards away. Right behind her was Aggressor. I got my rifle up, got him in the crosshairs, and I pulled the trigger. He ran about 30 yards and he piled up. I couldn't see him at the time when he piled up, so I was a little nervous that I didn't make the best shot. I had my dad come out and we went and peeked around the corner and there he was, laying on the trail, dead. Stay tuned for more videos. We're hoping to get a few more does killed yet this year, and after that, some habitat improvements. Thanks for watching.